All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. King grats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on. Their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Corey Coleman back deep to return. And taken right on the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr., but a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. They go play action here on first down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Here's Jones, throwing on third and long. He's got a man, it's Corey Coleman. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Check 43. Check. Crunch. Check. Look at me. Go.
They'll run with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he is all the way up past the 25. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, Peterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Washington.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. No score after one on EA Sports. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Peterson takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 2nd down now, it's Peterson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Got it. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On 3rd down, Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
How about that interception? Like father, like son. Tim McDonald Sr. had 40 interceptions in the NFL, playing with Arizona and San Francisco. His son trying to follow in his footsteps.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Kill.
Topper! Go! Snap!
Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Jones operating from the gun. Jones hit and the ball's out. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They go play action now. Haskins. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, Charlie. Ready.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he's got it. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
You're out.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Safety's creeping.
Jones now going to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is. And was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Matthews, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Haskins will throw, and the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. To Thompson on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Shoot.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. Biggest game of Barkley's rookie year on the ground came against these Redskins. Week 14 a season ago. 14 carries, 170 yards. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Let's go.
At their own 42-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line. Out of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Nice, sweetheart.
Twist on him, Travis.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Keep him.
On 2nd down now, Barkley.
Got you, boy.
Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety, Landon Collins.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, wahoo!
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Man, I got you. Shit.
Now.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins to throw it. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now left side on the swing pass. And some room to work. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Haskins. Caught on the right side. Reed. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run again with Peterson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down, Barkley trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
I got you, punk.
Smith. Look, squeeze. Snap.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Rosas true blue on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Go.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Mike 50.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Ready,
The
set.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's now 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Shift, shift.
General, what hit it?
Jones now operating from the gun. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
At their own 14-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He's going to walk, and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with his team again.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in